Hello, my name's Al. My YouTube name is BushCraftBeginner, and I've always been interested in bushcraft, and I wanted to do a video of me doing a challenge of 3 days alone in the woods in the English countryside in a remote location. I've managed to do it. I've managed to meet all my goals in the trip and do everything I wanted to do. Just a few quick points. The sound broke down on my camera, so I had to switch to the phone. But there's not that many shots of the camera that I need, really. Just shots where I had to use the stand because both hands were busy when I was lighting the fire or when I was washing in the cold stream. And apologies about the man boobs there, but I do have a bit of an obesity problem which I'm working on. There's not much else to say there. Most of the videos got sound on it because I switched to my phone after the camera microphone broke down, which is a technical problem I'll be looking to fixing in the future. So yeah, I managed to meet all my goals, and so here's my video. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks, bye. Just arrived at site. I had a drink of water from the stream through my water purifier. The flies are looking a bit threatening, so I'm going to shut the tent up after a while and stay inside the tent for a bit. But for the moment I'm just enjoying the ambience of the evening and going to relax a bit until I get some water for a cup of tea and some firewood for fire. So see you in a bit. Bye. Well, I've arrived at site, I've set up the tent. I'm just relaxing because I'm so knackered after that walk. I don't really fancy getting any firewood yet and putting up the tarp in the tree so that the the fire's protected from the rain. And there's a lot of mosquitoes about in this site again, but I'm not letting it bother me because I've got my hat, which makes a bit of a difference. So I'm just relaxing, and I'll probably get some firewood later when I've had a relax. Drunk some water from the stream in my water purifier and it was very tasty. Got a campfire cup of tea going on the stove. It's quite exciting. Be with you in a minute. Hi, I've decided I'm not having a fire tonight because I'm just so knackered off from the walk to site. I'm just going to get an early night tonight, then I'm going to collect firewood tomorrow. And also my tent is full of mosquitoes, but it doesn't matter because if I put my hat over my face they don't bite me, and I'm fully clothed so they can't get under the clothes anyway, so I should get a good night's sleep. Speak to you later, bye. The mosquitoes are that bad, I've decided to look for some firewood to see if the smoke will drive them away, but I'm determined not to throw in the towel and stick it out for the next 3 days. Speak to you in a minute, bye. Just been chopping up firewood and it's thirsty work, so I'm going to have another cup of tea in the tent on the stove. Speak to you in a minute. I was collecting firewood and I got knackered. The mosquitoes were right in my face. So I'm having a relax for half an hour. I've just had a cup of tea on the stove. I'm having a relax for half an hour, then I'm going to get some more firewood so I can have a decent fire tonight. Speak to you in a bit, bye. That's the firewood I've got so far. There's my fire pit. There's my tent. Gonna get some more firewood now and try and have a fire that lasts all night. Bye. Just taking a break from chopping to look at the view. Marvellous. Okay, I'm about to light the fire. I've done what I'm told. I've got 3 selections of kindling stacked 3 different directions. Some logs at the bottom and some tinder in the middle to get it going. So let's give it a go, okay? Right, well that looks to be going pretty good, so I'm going to feed it all night now. Fantastic. Got a stonking fire going, so hopefully that'll burn for a few hours when it goes dark and I can have a nice romantic evening. Just loving this now and really chilling. Bye. Well, my fire's going at a cracking pace. I just hope it doesn't burn up the wood too much, too quickly, so it goes out again. Got some wood ready to feed it, and I'm just going to let this die down a bit, then I'm going to put my dinner on. Alright, the fire's died down a bit now, so I'm putting my sausages on. I'm going to have them with finger buns. Speak to you in a bit. Right, well they look done to me, so I'm going to slip them inside a finger bun and get munching. Speak to you soon. Well, I've just demolished those 2 finger buns, and I can honestly say that was the most delicious meal I've ever had. It's a really spiritual evening, and the fire's just burning nice, and I think I'm going to make a nice hot cup of tea on it now, because I just went and got some water from the stream. Okay. Just boiling some water for a cup of tea on the fire. It might take longer than with the stove. Well, got a cup of tea going, boiled it on the fire. Now, and just got enough firewood to last an hour or so, or maybe more, and just being really spiritual, chilling by the fire. Long may it continue. What can I say, guys? This is the life. Just had 2 hot dog sausage buns, nice cup of tea, and now I've got my phone on charge and the power bank. I've switched to my phone because the microphone on my camera went dead, so I've switched to using my cell phone instead. But what can I say, guys? This is it. This is the gypsy life. It's the best there is. There's nothing beats it at all. Watching a fire burn and watching the sun go down and watching the evening roll in, it's just so spiritual, and I could live like this forever. Speak to you in a bit. Well, dusk's drawn in and the fire's still going, and I'm having a nice cup of tea, so all's good. Might see you again tonight, or I'll see you in the morning. Well, the time's come to say goodnight, folks. I'm going to let the fire burn down to keep the mosquitoes away, and this is my sleep system. So wish me a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Right, good night. See you in the morning. Hello. Well, I stayed awake all night because of adrenaline. So I'm going to listen to the morning sounds of the birds tweeting until there's some decent light. Then I'm going to go down to the stream for a wash. So see you in a bit. Now that's what I call camp discipline, washing in cold water in a stream first thing in the morning out in the wilderness. Right, let's get back to the tent and have a nice warm cup of tea. Just collecting some firewood, and I've been visited by my mum. She's also helping me collect some firewood, and she bought me a cup of tea and some biscuits. So thanks, Mum. And here's Mum for the camera.
Yes. Not to be messed with. I'm out in the wild. You just be careful when you meet me, because you don't know what you let yourself in for. Now I'm just about to go and cut some firewood up, because I'm going to have a very nice big campfire tonight. So yes, great. I love being out here. It's absolutely fabulous. It was lovely to meet Alistair, and we took a little photograph of his tent, which is great. So a few more minutes and I should be off home. Okay?
Okay, thanks Mum, love you lots. Bye. I could feel morale slipping about half an hour ago, so I had a rest for half an hour. Then I went and got a drink of water from the stream. I drunk it. I'm feeling really fit and energised now, and I'm ready to chop some logs, to saw up some logs for the fire, so I can have a good fire for a few hours tonight and burn those little bastard mosquitoes out of the way. Brilliant. Speak to you in a minute. Managed to get the fire going, but I've noticed I've had a lack of morale today. My morale has dipped. I think it started when I didn't look for firewood in the morning and the mosquitoes gave me a hard time. I rested till evening, then I went and got some firewood, not as much as I would have liked, but enough to have a fire that lasts through the night. But I didn't light the fire with fire steel and some tinder. I just lit it with some barbecue fuel and a lighter, and the phone battery was flat, and which meant I couldn't video as much as of the process as I would have liked. So all in all, a bit of a duff day, but at least the fire's driving the mosquitoes away now. Hopefully I'll have a better day tomorrow. I'm planning on bathing in the stream again in the morning, then collecting some firewood straight afterwards. So I'll chill with my fire tonight now and try and make the best of it, and see you tomorrow. I might come back on again when I have something to eat though, to video that, so speak to you in a bit anyway. Well, yesterday was a great success and I was really enthusiastic. Today's been a bit more difficult, but at least we've got a fire going. The rain's coming down a little bit, but the fire's underneath the tree, so I'm going to stay with the fire until it goes out, and then I'm going to go to bed. And hopefully I'll be more motivated to have a more successful day tomorrow. Bye. Catch up. Things seem to improve. Last night's rain has made the mosquitoes go away, and it's a nice sunny windy day now, which is keeping them away. I'm just sitting on a log having a spiritual time looking at the sky, and it looks great, and I'm going to start chopping firewood at 6 o'clock tonight to have a fire that should last all night as long as it doesn't rain. So yeah, things are looking up. On the third day, things are looking up again. Speak to you in a bit. Everything set up as instructed by the professionals for lighting the flat fire. 3 bundles of kindling, 1 going horizontal, 2 diagonal, some tinder in the middle, some sticks underneath, and then get it going and put everything on top, okay? fire's coming on a treat, and I think it should be a good night tonight. Let's keep it going. Fire's going good. Got the sausages on, got the hot dog buns ready, and the smoke's sending the mozzies to hell. So I can safely say that we got the spirit back and we're doing good on the last night. Speak to you in a bit. Look at that sunset, what a great moment. Well, it's my last night of gypsy living. Back to civilization tomorrow. I must say it's been really enjoyable. The first day was an immense success. Second day lost spirit a bit, but the third day has been quite good again. So I'm really chuffed with this trip overall, and I shall remember it for a long time. Speak to you in a bit. Cracking fire. Look at those flames. Could dry my towels on that if I built a hook. Well, hello. I've let the fire die down. It's gone dark, and I'm in my sleeping bag on the ground sheet in my tent. It's nice and dry outside, no water's coming through the tent. It's really nice and quiet in the forest, and I'm just enjoying my last night in the wild before I pack up and go tomorrow. So, see you tomorrow. Night night. Well folks, it's a hot sweaty morning and the bugs are out again, but I'm managing to deal with them okay because I've got my repellent in my hat. I'm all packed up and I'm ready to hit the road, so let's go. There's the site where I was. There's no trace that I was there at all, so it'll be in good condition when I come back next time. Just got to fill my water bottle up in the stream for the walk home, and then I'm good to go. Let's hit the road. Okay, here's my review of the trip and my thoughts and feelings after having watched the video all the way through. I feel there was things I could have improved and things that went wrong that slowed me down, but I think because I planned it so carefully, I took everything that I needed and didn't take anything that I didn't need. When things broke down or things went wrong, I was able to have a backup plan. Like when the sound went on the camera, I was able to switch to the phone. When the tent got wet inside, when it was raining, I was able to dry it with a towel, and I still got a pretty dry night's sleep. When the mosquitoes were hell outside the tent in the area that I was in, I had some mosquito repellent in a hat, so it didn't make it too bad, and I managed to drive them away with the fire. On the first day was a real success because the fire lit so well, and I got it really going really well, and got some good food cooking on it, and I had a nice spiritual time without the mosquitoes, looking into the distance in the evening by the fire, which I really enjoyed and thought it was good gypsy living. The second day, I went for a wash in the stream, which was really cold, but I got myself dried again and warm, and that was no problem. But my morale seemed to slip on the second day because I was hiding in the tent from the mosquitoes because the fire had smoked them all out. So I was keeping the door shut and not going out. And when I did go out, things just started breaking down. And I let the mosquitoes affect my motivation, and I didn't go looking for firewood as quickly as I should have done. And it was just one of those things that I'll have to get better at in the future. And also little things kept breaking, like the zip on the tent broke, but I discovered later it was because there was 2 zips and I was using the wrong zip, so that got fixed again. And like my fire steels kept snapping, the handles of them kept falling off, and I burnt my hands on the hot stove and got a blister, but I thought ahead and I had Germaline and a plaster with me, so I was prepared for that. So all in all, a really good trip. I think the third day my spirits came back a bit, and I got a really good fire going and enjoyed it burning through the night. Cooked some good food on it, didn't drop any of the food on the floor like I did the second night when the spirits were low. Cooked some good food on the fire on the third night. Had a nice meditational time staring off into the distance over the fire with no mosquitoes there. Had a good few cups of tea by the fire and got a really good night's sleep. Then in the morning I woke refreshed. I could see the mosquitoes were outside again, but I didn't let them bother me, and I stayed inside the tent. And then I just packed up methodically and packed my tent away and left the site. The walk to the bus was really hard, and because it was midday sun and I didn't have much water, so I stopped it and I had to keep my coat on because I couldn't fit my coat in my rucksack, so I was boiling with that. But I managed to find a stream with some water and filled up my water bottle in my water purifier and drunk some of that. Then I was good to go again up to the road, and then I had to wait for the bus, which I was waiting about an hour and a half. I didn't know if it was going to come or not, and when it finally came I just thought, yes, I've done this trip and I've met all my goals on the trip, and I've hacked 3 days in the woods with the mosquitoes there and managed to drive them away with the fire. So it's taught me something about not panicking and being methodical in crisis, and I think I'd think twice about going to that site again because it's so far away from civilization. It's a long walk there, and the mosquitoes can be really difficult there, but I'm thinking of trying a few different sites in the future, so look forward to more videos in the future. If you want to like and subscribe to support me, you can. I'd really appreciate that, or give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. That's much appreciated. So thanks for sticking with me, and thanks for watching my video. This is Bushcraft Beginner. Bye.